Hey YouTube, Creature here, back again with another episode of Let's Play Monster Hunter. Now, I have actually already recorded this episode once, however, I ran into an issue, and when I clicked stop recording, the file corrupted. So, yeah, OBS is still clearly in beta. But, what I did during the episode was, I did the Khezu. This is a tiny Khezu quest that I'm not gonna repeat. If enough people say, oh, just show it anyway, then I'll show it off, but it was literally just a tiny Khezu. It's just like the big Khezu, except small. That was all that fight was. But what I've decided to do is I'm still working on getting the weapon for the Kirin. If anyone's actually interested, I'm going to be streaming this game at some point, like just showing myself farming up and stuff. But I'm gonna look up the key quest, but if I don't need to, I'm not gonna do stuff like 2 Blind Gongas, Gypceruses, this extra Tigrex, the Daimyo Hermitors, and the 2 Congalars, that kind of stuff. The only reason I was even gonna show Khezu was because I wanted it to just be kind of a episode where I talked about stuff, and I talked about quite a lot of stuff and got some stuff off my chest and brought up a few points, and really I feel like I did it poorly anyway, but it was mostly just stuff about asking if people were interested in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, like Let's Plays of those and stuff, and saying why this was my favourite game, and I look back at it, it's like, yeah, that was kind of useless info. But I'm gonna go grab my ice weapon. We should be all good for... I need to get cool drinks. What did I just deposit? Was it whetstones? No. What did I just deposit? Antidotes? I have paintballs, whetstones, and potions. I have no idea what it was I just deposited. I'm thinking it must have been antidotes, but I don't need those. Anyway, let's get the Blind God Decimator. I am gonna be streaming me grinding some... Let's quickly show the weapons I'm working on. I'm not sure about the Hunter's Bow. I'm probably not gonna pursue that route. I'm working on getting a Fire Bow, the Cuckoo Stave. I'm gonna be working on getting the Sonic Bow, the Daimyo Warbow, and the Blind God Fur Bow as well. This will come soon when I actually get to the point where I can kill the Kirin, which needs me to get this. I'm gonna sleep bomb the Kirin because I have to fight it alone. There's literally no reason why I'm gonna sleep bomb it, except that the quest will take a very long time, and there's no real way I can do it without a sword and shield at this point in the game. So if I'm gonna do it with a sword and shield, I may as well do what sword and shield does best, and to use it for attributes as opposed to just raw blunt power. So yeah, and it will give me a chance to show off how you sleep bomb. But for now, we're gonna take on the Diablos. Now, I am completely aware of what's going to happen when we kill the Diablos. I'm pretty sure it's what happens. What happened with the Monoboss was after we fought the normal one, the black Monoboss, the white Monoboss popped up. And I think I may have forgotten Sonic Bombs. Oh no, I've got Sonic Bombs. But after... I'm pretty sure it actually starts in area 7, so I'm gonna run there. If not, then I can just run through 10 and get to 5. I apologize for any noise in the background. It's kind of late for me to be recording, and my window is backed right out onto the street, so if there's kids outside yelling, I'm gonna hear them. There's been some construction work going on recently, and I've been waiting to try and avoid getting that stuck in my videos, but they're taking so long to do it that if I waited for them, then there wouldn't be any videos this week at all. Anyway, this guy is the Diablos. He looks very similar to the Monoboss, has worse anger issues, 2 horns, a slightly different tail, and is a hell of a lot tougher. So yeah, welcome to Diablos. He's underground somewhere, if I recall correctly. Unless they literally showed that as the intro, and then... There he is. And then he moved area. He's bigger, He hurts more, and he has 2 horns. I'm pretty sure this is actually a really large Diaboss to be fighting, even though the Diaboss is big on his own. Oh yeah, he also has a much harder body. I forgot about that, honestly. Oh god, I dropped frames. Is that a temperature issue? That might actually be to do with the temperature of my system, because it's really hot today, like hotter than normal hot. That might be to do with the temperature of my system. Okay, I'm not going to be recording a huge amount then, if that's the case. I'm going to record this fight, and that'll be it. I do not want to... He's must be a tall mono Diaboss, because I can barely hit him. If you're wondering, I was still in the hitbox for that. I just avoided it by using the invincibility frames in the roll. I can feel the frames tanking. I might need to turn the fan up in my system, which means it would be picked up. It would be picked up by the mic. Okay, I'm gonna have to. My apologies. If it gets picked up, it gets picked up, but I've already had to record this once, and I don't want to have to record it 3 times. Now, a nice thing about this guy is there's actually incentive to cut off his tail and keep attacking him after you've cut it off. After you've cut it off. If you have a ice weapon, now that his tail is exposed, my weapon is going to do a lot more damage to his tail stump. I know what I deposited. Wasn't antidotes. It was my max potions I was carrying around, which is actually an issue. Wow. He was a few pixels off hitting the wall and getting his horn stuck. My controller still has that annoying dead zone. This is not good. I need to get his horn stuck. Oh. Area 9? I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to fight him there. It's too small. Diaboss tail. I'm actually okay with that, because carving his tail is pretty much one of the only ways of getting it. And don't you have 2 carves of this? I guess not. Through 10. Okay, so the fan hasn't gone up too much in volume, and the jumpiness seems to have calmed down a bit. My apologies for that. I'm not sure what's up. I know my system is on its last legs, and that's one of the reasons I've actually I've actually had temptations to put this series on hold until I get a new system, but I'm gonna power through. But yeah, that's the first time I've had jumpiness like that. It could be the Diaboss's fault, but I'm thinking it's just because my system is really old. It gets really hot really easily, and today is a really hot day. I am not going to be out of Sonic Bomb in time, am I? Oh, yeah. Thanks, cat. But yeah, one of the main advantages of having, like, using ranged weaponry in this game is you don't run into the whole issue of, oh, this monster's too big for this weapon to hit him. Look how I can't even hit his head when he's sonic bombed out because he holds it so high. I'm surprised he didn't go in rage mode over that. You had to make him flinch. If you're wondering why I'm taking advantage so much of the sonic bomb thing, it's literally because I want to, one, make this quest go quicker so this episode's as short as possible so my computer doesn't die on me. Two, if I can get him in an infinite loop with the sonic bombs, then this quest will last like 5 minutes. Assuming I actually get hits on him. My cat's damages must be getting really high if he's making Diablos flinch. Okay, that's rage mode. And I'm actually going to paintball him again. Because he might... I don't think he's getting weak, but he might leave the area. Yeah. I love how, like, it's not even a part of the AI of the Vespoid, it's just something weird that sometimes happens. Like, they'll buzz around while you're fighting the monster, and as soon as the monster leaves, they'll run at you, or if you kill the monster, they'll just run at you and start stinging you indefinitely. By the way, I'm pretty sure this guy has a... Oh, that dead zone. The dead zone made me stop moving, so instead of attacking, I just drew my sword. By the way, Cephalus are prey of the Diablos, so the fact that he's now helping him, yeah. It's just one of the gripes of the AI in this game that was caused by it being on the PSP. Oh god, the dead zone's there as well. This joystick on this 360 controller is awful. I need to find a good controller for the PSP. Like, 360 controllers just don't seem to be any good for me. Like, I'll admit my wireless one was good. There was the issue of it being wireless though, and the battery pack thing came loose. Like, I want to get one of the new... Just piss off. Just piss off, Cephalus. I'm not even gonna bother trying to clear out the Cephalus because I'd end up having to use sonic bombs to get rid of them, and I need those for him. And I'm gonna break that overhorn. This guy is just way too big for this weapon. Like, I don't even know what weapon would be big enough, would reach high enough for this guy. But anyway, now that that's broken, I'm trying to think if you can break his claws or not. Although, I'm not even gonna try, and I shouldn't have dived. But yeah, when this guy gets weak, he runs into the same thing as our good friend Tigrex. He is gonna rage mode a lot, so it's not a case of if he goes rage mode, stop fighting for a little bit. He slid forward. I don't remember him doing that. Bear in mind, this is a guy I don't really fight a huge. I never really fought a huge amount, and just piss off, Cephalus. I could probably kill you in 2 hits if you wouldn't, you know, stay underground all the time. And this guy's doing the same thing as the first Monobloss we fought. The first Monobloss we fought literally just kept doing the underground dash attack over and over and over again for about 10 to 15 minutes. I can't get out of range of this one. Even if I had earplugs, I wouldn't be able to, you know, just stay through that. Because it needs high grade. He went in rage mode. He didn't hit me. with his dash, but he went in rage mode, so I'm pretty sure I still lose out. But you see how like he left rage mode and literally one attack after being out of rage mode, he went back in. Like, it's almost like they used that to cause difficulty spikes in this game. Whereas really they could have just been a little less pussy with the... Why is my like inner slang just coming out this... Not really slang, just like poor language. Why is that coming out this episode? I guess because I'm just really I am really annoyed right now. I've been trying not to show it, but I am really annoyed because of OBS losing like 25 minutes of footage. That's why I didn't want to fight the Khezu again, because the Khezu fight was really simple, but they gave the Khezu so much health. Hitboxes. Now is not the time. The thing is, it's either this guy or the Gravius. And that's my problem right now. I can't fight Gravius because I don't have a weapon suitable for it. I'll be honest, if there's a reason why episodes will get delayed, although they probably won't, because if I need to fill an episode, then I'll just use the Gypceras and the Gypceras quest and stuff. I might need to actually get a new controller at some point, because this one seems to be dying on me. Or I'll just have to fuck with the Dead Zone settings. Is he switching it? Yeah, he's going to area 2. Well, he's probably gonna go straight to area 2. But yeah, I'm actually in a really, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a really bad mood after OBS losing my recording of the first take of this episode. Oh, what? He's done? Damn. I didn't see a single weakness sign. I guess that the rage mode, well, I know that the whole rage mode trigger thing for him and Tigrex is at low health, which is why I guess it can be said oh, it's just a display of their nature and stuff. But that's the only weakness sign I really saw in that fight, and I didn't realize, I barely actually hit him. All the times I sonic bombed him, I missed so many hits because I was so intent on breaking his horn. I was really, really bent on breaking those horns. Thanks, cat. Thanks. But yeah, the reason why episodes might get delayed, or I have to do filler episodes of those 2 Blangongas, 2 Gypceras, 2 Congalala stuff, is because I need to get a bow to fight Gravius, because there's Bessarius I could fight with this weapon and just deal with the bouncing, because he's not that tough, he's really weak. But with Gravius I can't do that. Partly because of the sleep. I can't risk bouncing off him all the time and getting put to sleep by his... Because 2 spines is really nice. I'm not gonna lie, 2 spines is really nice. And I think that was a twisted horn. That was actually really nice loot off that quest. I can't risk bouncing off him and being put to sleep all the time, because you take the first hit on a monster, it does bonus damage. It's a multiplier damage, a really high multiplier, so I don't think the same multiplier applies to hunters. But if a hunter is asleep, they take a bit more damage from attacks. And if Gravius puts me to sleep and fire beams me, he'll probably one-shot me. And if I keep bouncing, then the chance of me getting put to sleep is really high. Now, I'm going to quickly go to the farm while I talk. So, yeah, the Gravius, and possibly being followed by the Black Gravius, depending on... Trap Wood build was... Killer Beetle was nice, but... I'm trying to get Fire Wyvern Fluid off him, which is annoying, but until I can fight the Reflos and offline, I can't really get it any other way in this character. But I'm pretty sure the Black Diablos should have showed up now. Let's see, can I make any new weapons? Nothing here. I think there was something there actually. Probably the Shaka poison bite. Teddy bear? I do not remember that. Oh wait, now I do. Yeah, I remember that. I like the fact that some of the horns are guitars. I don't actually see any weapons from that guy. Actually. There's something new here. Yeah, this guy. This thing. I actually remember that being a really good weapon for some reason. Why is that? I think it must be its damage. Oh. Okay. I see, it's the very fast reload and the high attack. But it only shoots... I think this is something you'd use potentially. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on it. But this is something you might use against Fatalis or Leo Shen, higher level version of that. But that's actually really hard to make. And sadly, I don't think spines on the Diablos are as rare as they are on Monoboss. After seeing that. This black armor looks really good, but it's like, it takes so much. That takes an ancient potion? What the fuck? That actually really surprises me that. This looks so much like Rathalos armor. What's the skills you get from it? It doesn't give anything. It just gives good resistance to everything except fire, and then you get shot on by a dragon. It's a really weird arm. Oh, I see. I'm guessing the helmet has 2 or 3 slots then. 2 slots. It's a slot-based armor. Okay, that makes more sense. It's designed for you to gem in your own stuff. Yeah, designed for you to gem in your own stuff. I think the Mono Devil is actually really good armor. Oh, it's got Artisan. Artisan is sharpness +1. I'll look up the Mono Devil stuff, because if that gives sharpness +1 really early, then, like, without needing gems and stuff, then I might go for it. Or if it only needs 1 gem, then I'll go for it. But yeah, I don't think I actually got anything in the armor. Oh, wait, there it was. Diablo. It's only rare 4. Wind pressure and expert. Okay, so it has wind resistance. I could have swore it had quake resistance. But anyway, now it should be, yeah, the black Diablos. I imagine then when I beat the Gravius, the black Gravius is going to show up. He's pretty much identical to the Diablos, except more damage. So I'll fight him, maybe next episode, depends. But yeah, if you're interested in watching me grind and just generally improve my armor and stuff, and get more weapons and stuff, on stuff I've already done in the Let's Play, so getting all those bows and everything, then tune into my stream, links in the description. Follow me on Twitch, and then you'll know when I go live. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.